Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy.
Good evening to every single Myth Guardians who already watched this live stream of the semi-final to Ragnarok Thor Cup with me, Abigail, as your host, and we have Nikki as the caster, as the lovely caster, Nikki. Oh my God, it's been a long time since we sit together as the caster and host, and I hope you guys with us and also have a good day. And how are you, Nikki?
Abigail, and to our dear adventurers, it has been a year, I think, since this last season. We've also shoutcasted that one. So it feels so nostalgic being here, sitting here together with Abigail and together with you, dear adventurers. And with that, Abigail, I believe that even though the weather is kind of cold, we'll be giving them blazing hot games for our semifinals today.
Of course, because I saw yesterday's matches, and it's already kind of hot to see 4-2 and G-Cup already proceed to the grand final, and now we're going to find who will proceed to the grand final. I mean, this is the last spot to proceed to the Thor Cup or Thor Cup grand final.
Yes, but this is not the last time for our adventurers to redeem the promo code. That's going to be Day2 Thor Cup S2. You'll be getting Diamond times 300, Hero Token times 2, and YGG Berries times 10. Yay! Wow!
Yay! We're going to give you lots of reading codes, so make sure you guys stay tuned with us from the start until the end. And this last match for the semifinals before we jump into the grand final at September 8th, I think this is going to be a very exciting match between the one and only. I really want to see this score actually, but I'm not really sure. Lots of people say this is going to be end very fast with a 4-0, but I really want to see a very tight match. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, same with last time's matches. But now, Abby will be showing everyone the community details, because it's not just our viewers who's gonna get a chunk of victory in rewards, but also our viewers here will get a chance to get rewards. All you have to do is to drop your UID at the comment section, together your supportive message to whoever that may be, to the casters, to the hosts, or probably, of course, to the teams that are participating today, OC STEM, OSIS, or up to you. And if we tend to hit milestones whenever we like and share this live stream, the milestones rewards get doubled as we progress. So all you have to do is to keep on sharing the live stream.
Exactly, and don't forget to follow us on our social media such as the Discord, Facebook, and YouTube channel, because in Discord you can get the latest news on the Thor Cup and join our exclusive event channel. And it is not hurt at all to join our Discord channel by hitting the Thor Cup Discuss to get news straight from the source. And don't forget to subscribe and follow our Facebook page also to get the latest updates if you prefer to see the news from Facebook. And every single upcoming exciting matches will be streaming on our YouTube platform.
Exactly. So everyone, do follow and subscribe. And now we'll be showing you guys the battle rules. If you just tuned in, if you're kind of curious, if you don't know how this thing plays, well, it's going to be a best of 7 series wherein the first team to get 4 wins will advance to our grand finals on Sunday. And for the map matches, actually, it's going to be the 1st, the 4th, and 7th matches that will be fixed as Deathmatch. And finally, for the remaining matches, it will be decided by a toss coin. But the catch here, Abby and dear viewers, is that whoever picks the map, and the second team will be having the advantage to adjust their lineup.
Yes, and as well as for the match 1, 4, and 7, between 3 until 1 minute before the match, this time period will be used to set team formation deployment. So this is the very crucial moment to set up your players before we jump into the match. And 1 minute before the match, a preview of the opponent's map will be available, so you guys can see which kind of role or I think job who will proceed to the game. And for the match 2, 3, 5, and 6, so between 3 minutes until 2 minutes 30 seconds before match, a preview of the opponent's map will be available. So this is the right moment to discuss which kind of map that you will to choose to beat your opponent. And between 22 minutes and 30 seconds until 1 minute 50 seconds before a match will be allocated to Team A's leader to select the next match. And after that, the leader set the team formation deployment. And last but not least, we create the formation. the leader will set the formation deployment before we jump into the game, Nikki.
Yes, thank you so much, Abigail. And we have 4 game modes. That's going to be Team Deathmatch, Card Contest, Blood and Gold, and Shapeshift Ops. We're in last time we were able to see how, I don't want to say underdogs, but some from Eastwood 5 and 8 were able to turn the tides to their favor by playing the Shapeshift Ops. So I'm kind of curious if they'll be able to, someone's gonna use this map as well to their favor, or will it be pure Team Deathmatch and Card Contest? So with that, we're gonna pass the brackets to Abby.
Yes, because the roadmap of this Thor Cup is sort of interesting to talk to because a lot of favorite team already stepped down and we only left with 2 other team, which means Guild, who will proceed to the grand final because G Cup already secured the first slot. So it downs to Oasis and up to you who will proceed to the grand final. I mean, who are you guys rooting for? Is it Oasis or up to you? You can leave it on the comment section.
Do it now, guys. Put it at the comment section together with your UID. And for the match scheduled today, September 6th, Friday, 20:30 p.m. is going to be a match between Oasis and Up to You, best of 7. And what's really interesting here, Abby, is that Oasis are, most of them, are the defending champions from Odin Cup Season 2, right? You commentated on that match.
Yes, and Oasis performed really well during this year. They coming with a very strong players, so not only players but a very good strategy also. Not to mention how well they're communicating for set up and execute their every single strategy. I really love that, and to see their opponents today is Up to You. I would like to know what kind of approach that they will put on the table to face Oasis.
Yeah, will it be 4-0 or will it be 4-3? Let's find out later on. Because this is going to be best of 7. We have a long night to go. And I would like to take this opportunity, Abigail, to shout out Zero, because prior to the live stream, he was there and he gave us the names from Oasis team. So thank you, Zero.
Yeah, thank you so much for our lovely friend Zero. I mean, I also miss him to be a part of casting desk because we usually, the 3 of us usually on the casting desk and performing for the audience. And I think for the first game, for Deathmatch, this is going to be a core for Oasis, but I'm not really sure what kind of approach that Up to You will bring on the table, because Deathmatch sort of like the moral booster, in my opinion, before you jump to the second map.
Yeah, it's an opening that you want to actually capitalize on. But then again, if you think that you won't be winning that match, probably deploy your team too, not your aces or your key players for that match, and just bounce back with the next map, wherein they can play Shapeshift Ops. Or you've watched the recent matches wherein Eastwood 5-8 was able to win Shapeshift Ops map. So I'm looking forward to Up to You and how they're gonna utilize their lineup, whether it's their team 1 or team 2. Because right now, Abigail, I believe that Oasis they do have a really huge following and fans, and I don't want to say everyone just wagered on them, but majority are rooting for them. I mean, DP wise, and even the fact that they were the last Odin Cup Season 2 champions really plays a lot here in our Thor Cup. So yeah, those are the things that I want to witness for that team deathmatch.
Yeah, and not to mention, Oasis have 2 of the strongest players in Southeast Asia, which means it's a Taskmaster and Mumia Wolf, and one of the very famous one in Ragnarok origin. But I'm willing to see what kind of, again, strategy that Up to You will bring us to the table. Because I really want to see a very exciting match. And for Shapeshift Ops, to be honest, in this season, I really want to give a 10 kudos to every single team who are mastered this Shapeshift Ops. Because in this season, with this kind of formation, with these kind of updates, it's sort of kind of hard to execute saves perfectly. And most of guilds in Thor Cup, they prefer to do it in card contest or just jump into the deathmatch. But I really want to give, you guys who can master Shapeshift Ops in this season truly deserve a crown itself.
And also, we haven't really watched Blood and Gold. So if we'll be able to witness a blood and gold map for this series, then that would be another hands up, hands down, kudos to our players. But now we'll be showing you guys the I think we're gonna show them the lineup of the teams.
Yeah, the lineup of the teams between these two guilds, and we're going to witnessing who will proceed to the grand final. Okay, so one team will get down, and only one team will step up to the grand final and presume their journey to get the champion of Thor Cup Season 2. And up to you will try their best to take down the opponent, which is Oasis Nikki.
Yeah, so now we're showing you guys the lineup for Up to You. You pretty much know who they are. And yeah, their team is composed of 10 players, and there will be Team 1 and Team 2. For Oasis, so we have these players as well. Evil Elite, yeah, a couple of players here, but yeah, let me read the names that Cyril translated for us. We have here Bon as the Ram, and Yummy as the Sorcerer, and one more Sorcerer that's going to be Three-Eyed God.
Yes, and we're going to introduce you every single players from each guild, or which means the participant of this semi-final 2 of the Thor Cup Season 2.
All right, for Oasis.
Then go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So these 10 players from Frontera 1, which is Oasis, we have the Task Worker Eva Elfie, Saobum Kakong, Mumia Wolf, and Bun, Ruthless, and also Roy Jang-ho, Marni Dengo, and last one on Tep Sampa. I'm not really sure if I pronounce the Thai really well, but just let me know. I'm willing to try.
Yeah. Ong Tep Samta. I don't also know.
Ong Tep Samta.
But wow, look at the DP, Abigail. Oh, most of them are already 1 million DP, and some even surpass 1 million. And that is really huge. Talking about power. And going straight into that match, this is going to be kinda scary if I'm for Up to You. But yeah, let's find out what kind of strategy will they deploy or employ for the first match.
Yeah, this kind of composition from Frontera 1 is kind of solid, and I think considering the DP power, and especially they have Mumia with and Mardi, which moved to the Archbishops. I really curious why Mumia Wolf decided to move to Archbishops instead of a Hunter. I think it's because it's kind of more appropriate and more useful in this kind of Thor Cup.
Yeah, but for now, let's introduce our team number 2 that's going to be Up to You.
On the other hand, Up to You. I mean, this is kind of different with what we see from Frontera 1 lineup, and especially we're talking about the jobs, because Frontera 10 basically almost have everyone on the deck. I mean, for example, they have the Archbishops, they have the Grand Summoners, they have the Wanderers, which can provide buffs. Also, they have the very tanky one, which is the Arche. It's sort of different with the Frontera 1, who doesn't bring any Grand Summoner, because they work too heavy with the 2 Arche, 2 Archbishops, and the rest of it is Sorcerer.
Yes, and yeah, I'm kind of thinking when it comes to firepower, they might be lacking for Frontera 10's Up to You. But let's find out if this kind of synergy, most are utilities, performers, and the Rams will be able to enable their DP or DPS or their damage dealers, which are Light, Luffy, and Borgred Fox.
Because
And Judy,
if you want to take down a team which provide a high DP, which means high damage, you need a solid buff, and Wanderer Performer can provide that for Frontera 10, especially up to you.
Yeah, so let's find out how this is going to play, especially going straight into our game number 1, which is going to be a team deathmatch fight. Very straightforward. It's just a clash of all the strength that you have as a team, but not actually forgetting about your team's formation. And with team deathmatch, you want to target first those who has resurrection up their sleeves, like the performers, the grand summoners, and the archbishop, so that they won't be able to resurrect their teammates, and it would be easier for them to actually wipe the team. So having, going up against Osis, it's real. I don't know what's gonna happen, especially for team deathmatch. How about you, Abigail?
Well, to be honest, for team deathmatch, I can see that maybe Osis will bring one arcade, 2 sorcerers, and I'm not really sure. It can be either 2 or 3 sorcerers with 1 archbishop, or they can deploy 2 archbishops, which is not really convenient to see, because they need to think wisely how many deployment for every single job that they have. But for say up to you, I think they kind of flexible. It depends with how they want to play on the first deathmatch, and especially because they have the 2 grand summoner, which means can provide a zoning and also summon and provide damage as well. So I don't really know what kind of strategy that up to you will bring to us, but it's sort of like kind of easier to read how Frontera 1 will play.
Exactly. It's kind of really easier to read how Osis is gonna play this out. Very straightforward, pure menace in the battlefield. But as for up to you, I think they'll be able to play out the voice of siren from the performers and actually lure out the DPS and just kill them on the spot, or even the utilities and supports. Probably they'll be able to stand a chance. But yeah, it's just still up to them if they'll be deploying their team 1, or if they're gonna give the game 1 to Osis and just focus on the maps ahead.
Yeah, and also not to mention, up to you has lots of the buff provider, which means the Wanderer, the Performer, and also they can choose between is it going to be buff heavy, or they want to zone heavy, because they have the complete set of Warlock, they have the complete set of a Sorcerer, a Performer, and even a Grand Summoner, and then even they have the Archbishop and as well as the Arcade. So it's really kind of easy for up to you to decide which kind of strategy, and they also very easy to jump into a different kind of strategy as well. If they want to go offensive, they can just deploy every single source that they have. But if they want to play it slow and just to make sure the damage dealer will be put on the next game, which means either it can be Blood and Gold or Card Contest or the Shapeshift Ops, they can just deploy the Performer or maybe the Grand Summoner.
Yeah, because they're very tanky too. But now I'm also thinking about Eva Elfie. We've seen him really, being the menace that he is as an Cinex. And we know his prowess, so I think he's gonna go for the backline. So it's kind of scary to have Eva Elfie in the map. But here we have the map select. Obviously, it's going to be team deathmatch, but the lineup won't be revealed until they go straight into the game. So everyone still has 3 deployments up to their sleeves, especially for Frontera 1 or Osis Stem. And now, I mean, this team, Abigail, is very well-rounded. Whoever they deploy, it's really a well-rounded team, very well-balanced as well.
Yeah, I can tell about the presence as well as the assassin, and assassin is here will play an important role, especially on a Blood and Gold game.
Yes.
So I think they just want to have a very good insurance if either Osis or up to you will choose that kind of game.
That is correct. So what's really what we're waiting for, especially the viewers, is for Frontera 10 or up to you to decide on their lineup. Are they gonna go big? Are they gonna send in their top players, or are they gonna give the match, team deathmatch, to Osis? Let's find out later on, because this is Zero has been mentioning that it's a battle of mind games, a battle of chess pieces, deploying your star players or reserving them for the next match. So let's find out if they're gonna fake or if they're gonna just head on go up against the match between Osis.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting to see that Up to You just not deploy their arcade. I think they want to serve it for the card contest. Let's see what will happen on the first game, which is the deathmatch between Osis and Up to You.
Wow.
And for Osis itself, they deployed one Grand Summoner, which is very convenient for them to, kind of just give a zoning perspective to the Up to You players. And they also deployed the assassin. This is going to be very important for Osis and especially for Up to You, and it's also very dangerous for them because they deploy every single sort of like squishy players. And let's see what will happen on the first game. What can Up to You do against the Osis, and what will Osis do to Up to You player?
Going in hot into our first match of the evening with all those statue skills and the terminal wings, but still not dealing so much damage. But Glock 9 will be the first one to be our casualty, but still. Oh, no one's resurrected him though. That's kind of sad for Glock 19, and Sabu has already dominating our match. 15-14 still. Everyone's being sustained. Everyone's being resurrected. What's really interesting here, Abigail, is that the DP is not that far from one another.
Yes, I actually kind of surprised to see that Up to You deploy their best players on the first deathmatch.
True.
But I think let's see what will happen next, because Osis is trying to give their brute force against the Up to You, and Up to You seems kind of pressured on the corner because his shell like already died 3 times and he or she just cannot join the game.
Exactly, and it's just Luffy, and I think Luffy and Junie left here 15-5. This is just a complete dominance showing Osis into our screens here. Eva, Elfie, still very tanky, going up to the backlines here and looking for more target. And I mean, that one is really tanky, but still, the rest of Osis is going after him, and it's just a matter of time before they will go down.
Well,
Junie.
I think this is going to be end fast by Osis so perfectly, because no player taken down from Osis. So while on the other hand, Up to You on the left with 3 players which only have 1 or 2 lives left.
Yes, that is correct. And last 4 points or HP. No, let me take that back because that's going to be the end of it. And Osis will be our first match winners.
Yes, and the win for Osis is just perfectly executed because they don't let every single players taken down. So every single life for each players is complete.
Yeah.
For each players.
Flawless.
And I really love the way they execute with the Eva LV as the assassin, because Eva LV itself already become a major problem for Up to You's player, because Up to You's player, the jobs that they deploy on the deathmatch is already the squeeziest one. The Grand Summoner is squeezy, and the Archbishops will be a very sort of like the center of attention of FILV itself, and not to mention the sorcerer. And Osis just give them the brute force that Up to You couldn't handle.
True, that was really brutally executed here by Osis for game number 1 with Mumia Wolf as our MVP with 12.4 points up to his belt, 1 and 11 assists. I mean, look at that. That is really huge. And he was able to kill someone. An Archbishop, a support, was able to kill someone. But that was mind-blowing. And here is our current stats for that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mia Wolf. What do you can expect from the new Mia Wolf? If your team has the one that has a high DP power to become your Archbishop, it means 40% of your work is already done.
Couldn't agree more. But of course, for Up to You, they won't give up without a fight. We've seen that they deployed, the player with the highest DP. That's quite interesting and surprising as well. But that's also inspiring to see that they're still fighting. They're here to prove a point, and they're here to really give their best, and not really go home without a fight. So looking forward to game number 2. They need to be able to bounce back from that setback.
I think card contest will be a perfect game for Up to You because they still not deploying that Arcade, and Arcade is sort of solid for a card contest because he can protect, he can provide the tanky stats, and they can be the first line of the formation. But for the Deathmatch itself, I think it is kind of just testing the water for Up to You because the deploying every single squishy players on the Deathmatch map is sort of like a put them in a difficult situation because if they want to come up, Oasis just will give every single AoE evac to them. And on the other hand, if they just want to spread out their formation, they have the FLV. I mean, Oasis already put every single players on Up to You in a miserable fate on the Deathmatch, and it's kind of expected for me for Deathmatch to be win by the Oasis. But let's jump to the second map. I think, as I mentioned before, card contest will be a perfect game for Up to You because they haven't deployed the arcade. But let's see if they really want to deploy the arcade. But not to mention the second code for every single viewers who stay with us until the end, because this first win Thor season 2 code will provide you lots of things that you can use to upgrade your character.
Yes, so do redeem it and share it to your friends. No, share the live stream and be here. So that's going to be first win Thor S2. You'll get to have Diamond times 300, Statue Part Selection Box D times 2, and Badge of High Noon times 2. You want to get a hold of those things in order to progress on the game, of course. So keep on sharing the live stream. We have milestone rewards as well. So keep on dropping your UIDs. That's just the first match of the evening. This is a best of 7, and like what Abigail mentioned, that match we expected Oasis to dominate that one, but it's really surprising for Up to You to deploy their team 1, the players with high DP in their lineup. But looking back, how well-rounded that team of Oasis is, even the kill distribution is not being dominated by a single person. It's well-balanced, it's well-distributed, the kills are well-distributed, and even the support has a kill.
The support has a kill. I'm not really surprised to see that movie away fans scored 1 kill, but actually, to have a match with you and Oasis on that match is sort of like in a difficult situation unless you have a very strong and a strong and appropriate arcade. But I think for Up to You, they just want to save it later for the best, I guess. And I'm not really sure if they want to choose a blood and gold or card contest. So from my perspective, if they don't want to match up against Oasis on card contest, a blood and gold maybe will do something, or if they can just jump into the Shapeshift Ops. Because the blood and gold, I forgot that Oasis has an assassin, because assassin played really well in blood and gold.
Yeah, I mean, Eva can just hide away and take all the coins and even kill. That's how powerful Eva is for that map. So probably Shapeshift Ops, but let's find out later on as we move on to our map number 2. This is going to be exciting, especially for the viewers out there. I know that there are a lot of supporters too for Up to You, so now's the perfect time to cheer and root on for Up to You. Abby, you mentioned critical things when it comes to the lineup of both of the teams, especially for every map. And now we're drawing near to our second map. It could be any map, but hopefully we'll be able to see Shapeshift Ops, because we know how I don't want to say underdog once again, but least performing teams tend to perform well when it comes to Shapeshift Ops. So I think that could be a really good turnaround for Up to You to get back to their momentum and eventually raise up their morale in the tournament, right?
Yeah, I agree at some point with that kind of statement from you, Nikki, because the Shapeshift of, as far as I know, and as far as I do my research through every single guild in this Thor Cup season 2, most of powerful guilds not really it doesn't mean they avoid the objective ops. It's just like they just want to escalate which kind of game that which is the best for them. And blood and gold, this is going to have a bigger favor for OCs because they have the assassin. So I think it's a no-brainer if you don't put the highest DP assassin on your lineup if you want to play on blood and gold.
I think so too. This is going to be Eva's map, definitely an Eva's map, and it would be surprising if they won't deploy Eva here in this map. Probably Eva, Taz Walker, and the rest could be anyone from Three-Eyed God to even Yummy. So I think this is just a no-brainer for Frontera 1 or OSIS. So let's find out who they'll be deploying. On the other hand, we have here Secret. I mean, they haven't locked this one yet, but they could use. I don't know if they'll be using performers. I don't think that this is a performers game simply because you want to be mobile, you want to be moving around. So yeah, I think not deploying your performers here in this match would be really good for Up to You.
This is sort of a doable composition from Up to You also, because for Wild and Gold, because they want to zone. So if we can do really well, but I'm not really sure because as far as I remember, OCs also deploy their RK. So it will be good to spread the formation of Up to You. So the problem for Up to You itself, and not only the assassin, is how they can stick to their formation, because once their formation is a breakdown to the earth, it will be easier for OSIS players to take down every single one of them.
Exactly. Now, my dilemma here is that this lineup has been the one that they deployed during the first match, and it's going to be the second deployment count for Up to You. So, least chances for them to be deployed in the further matches. But now we have our lineup, Abigail. I'm so excited for Blood and Gold. I think this is the first time that I'll be witnessing it for myself. And to everyone, I hope everyone's also excited to see match number 2.
Exactly, because Blood and Gold will be your second game, and I really want to know the prediction from every single viewer on the live chat and which guild you're rooting for. You can type it down on the live comment section as we see the second game who already up between OSIS and Up to You, and every single player try to walk their path to reach the gold performer.
Exactly, that's going to be 2 to 3 golds here right now. This is interesting, Abigail, because the players are quite far from one another. I mean, instead of what we're actually expecting for a turtle strategy. But Up to You, they're doing the turtle strategy and trying to get goals here. But I think we haven't really seen so much of a clash, and no one's actually dying for now. This is a good sustain coming from both teams.
Yeah, and it's also good sustainability from Up to You players, because I still have no see one player taken down from Up to You, and they just running away while collecting the gold, and they're kind of leading 2 goals, and I mean 1 gold right now, and sort of give us a hope. But also is trying to give a brute force. This is the right time for them to see the opening for taking down every single players from Up to You.
Up to You here, we are currently watching. I mean, the supports are doing their job. They are objective driven, supporting their damage dealers here, Luffy and Junie. But Junie's gonna go down. Let me take that back. I must have jinxed him. But yeah, 27 to 13, still not that quite huge of an advantage, but still Up to You is holding on and barely. It's an uphill battle from now, since this is like almost half of the gold points being collected.
A very good calculation also from OSIS to count the time by the highest goal came out the fatty man on the middle, and also up to you. It is kind of a bad for up to you because they losing the grip right now,
No.
and one every single players from up to you already taken down, and it gives the convenient area for Oasis to control the map around this blood and gold second game.
Yes, talking about control, they have the complete control here, 51-9. It's just complete dominance, and like you mentioned, they're targeting the person who has the golds onto their head, literally. Eva Elfie here about to go down, but still being sustained, well sustained. But he's gonna go down, and golds will be transferred to up to you. And we are seeing another one from Oasis just running and about because they have the most goals and 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is just a complete dominance coming from Oasis.
But I really want to give one kudos also
Yeah, of
for
course.
up to you for trying their best to take down the Eva Elfie, one of the highest
Yes.
problem in this blood and gold. But still, the win comes to fall to the Oasis players as they execute the second game flawlessly. And I really love the way how they played it slowly and passive
Yes.
in the early of the game, because they just give the space to up to you player. They don't see up to you players clumping in one area, so why bother to chase them? And up to you just trying to do their homework. They try to control the map, and they try to secure goals, and by the time they secure enough goals, Oasis trying to steal it from them. And I mean, it's sort of like a simple-minded strategy, but it's also executed perfectly by Oasis players.
Yes, well executed strategy will gain their second win here in our series. Ingo here with 24, 1 and 4, 6.3 points, but So Boom Hakong will be our MVP with 8.5. Just when we thought that Eva Elf is the one we need to look out for, then goes the Doram stepping it up in this map and showing us how well-rounded this team is. Oasis, they've been a menace. You mentioned that it kind of started slow. We really thought that it was like a bit of a well-balanced matchup between the two, but come mid-game, wherein the DPS and the Rams was able to go into the backlines and damage the formation of up to you. That's when it hit them, and eventually it's just an uphill battle from there.
Yeah, it was sort of like kind of hard for up to you itself, because Oasis can try to give the burstiness against the up to you player, but on the other hand, up to you player, they have lots of things in their mind. They need to create a good formation first, and then they have to scale the damage against the Oasis players. But on the other hand, if you have Eva Elfie itself, you can just slash their the oppressive black backline, and once the formation break it down, Oasis just eat them.
Eating them alive, but hopefully up to you will be able to bounce back once again, probably re-strategize, but still having this thought that your best team is now down to one last deployment count. What's gonna happen from then on? So we do understand that they wanna go head on and give out their best team, but it's not kind of working into their favors. They need to flip the coins into their favors, whatever miracle that might be, and be able to get the map that will favor them. But for now, another favor coming from RO Origin, and that's going to be our third promo code, and that is Thor Full Firepower, wherein you'll get diamonds 300, enchanting coin up chest, and self-chosen dish pack 3 times 100.
Yes, and
10 rather.
the Thor Full Firepower is something that up to you need, because they just couldn't doing a very simple-minded strategy, because and I've seen they just deploy one strategy for 2 different games, and it doesn't execute it really well. So I think probably to deploy your RK is one of the best things to do. If you're not really confident deploying your Wanderer or the Performer, you still can go with the Doram or the Sorcerer, but you need to calculate it perfectly how and which one should be deployed for the third game.
That is true. And now You mentioned that if Up to You needs this promo code, I think the viewers need the promo code too. So please share it to your friends. Share the live stream. We have milestone reward every time you share the live stream and we hit certain milestones. Everyone's a winner, not just our players, but you there watching the live stream. Hello, everyone. That we just take the opportunity, of course, to shout out my friends. Hello, my friends from Monarch Guild, Power Pop friends, Seth. Beef Tapa Moon and the rest. Hello, guys. Shout out.
Yeah, and hello to the Filipinas players for Ragnarok Origin, because I mean I've seen lots of Filipino played a lot in Ragnarok Origin, and the community is growing stronger. By the time I saw their, I saw how they're tuning up to the casters or the players or the guilds that they are rooting for. And talking about the cheering up, I think Up to You needs your support the most right now, because they are already behind the 2-0 from OSIS, and it seems they have no idea how to counterattack the OSIS players, while in my perspective, they still have something that they could deploy. For example, using the different approach to play against the OSIS. I mean, yes, OSIS players has high DP, and also in terms of strategy, they played really well, they executed really well. But on the other hand, to see that the composition from Up to You players is also solid and complete. By complete, I mentioned about the performer,
of course.
wanderer, and every single job that is sort of on meta in Thor Cup. They can deploy it, but it is sad to see that they haven't deployed it yet. So I really want to know to which kind of game they want to give the best strategy.
Probably they can deploy the performers in card contest simply because,
Exactly.
I mean, players or opponents tend to contest the cart, right? So it will be going towards your formation, and you can just pop your Doomsday or your Voice of Siren, and it would be that kind of synergy. But yes, since we haven't really seen that card contest or Shapeshift Ops, it's just so hard to say so much when it comes to that kind of strategy. But I'm just hoping for a good coin flip for the teams, and somehow it would favor Up to You, so that they'll be able to choose the map for their advantage. Because right now we can say that it's just a 2-point lead for the series, but 2.2 to none is a really huge advantage. Advantage.
Exactly. So the point is, Up to You have to give them all on the third game, because if they jump to the fourth game, which is the Deathmatch, it will give them a big disadvantage, because we already see how wonderful and how perfect the execution from OSIS in the team Deathmatch, and their DPs and their players is just built perfectly for Deathmatch.
Honestly, I'm just I'm on my seat right now, but looking at how OSIS is playing, I mean, it only goes to show why they are our Odin Cup Season 2 champions. But of course, looking at Up to You, they won't be here without a reason, right? They are here as our one of the top fours. They're really good. They just need to, I don't know, they need to have a good coin flip. That's what I'm looking at. A good coin flip, a map to their advantage, and just strike it while it's hot. And hopefully we'll be able to get a first score for their team, because you mentioned drawing near to match number 4, it's going to be automatically Deathmatch, right? And knowing how dominant and aggressive OSIS is in Deathmatch, you just want to avoid that. So in order for you to prolong your stay here in the game, you need to win this third match. This is very crucial, honestly.
Yeah, that's why the third game is very crucial for us to. If they failed once again on the third game, I think it's kind of hard for them to step up for the fourth game, because that match is something that they need to be afraid of against OSIS.
Yes, but of course, for the viewers and us, we want more games, longer games, because the more games, more promo codes will be given, guys. So you have to pray that this is gonna be a long night or long game, so that we have more promo codes. And I think
Exactly.
Zero likes codes, right? He keeps on hoarding.
Yeah, Zero likes codes. Yeah, he likes codes so much, and I can't I can imagine that he is sitting on his chair, wishing that this game will go for free.
And
So he
listing all
can
the
get
codes.
7 redeem code.
Yes, so yeah, we're kind of just going near to our match number 3. Whatever that map that is, I just hope and wish that it would fall into up to you's advantage, and hopefully we'll be able to see also their performers being in the synergy or lineup. But if they still choose to give their ace players, deploy their ace players for map number 3, that could be reasonable too. But now, guys, we're gonna show you the map selection.
Exactly. And this is going to be the
Yay!
moment of truth. And now, Shapeshift Ops will be the third game for this semi-final 2. And finally, up to you, deploy their Archie, as well as their Wanderer and Reformer, not to mention their Warlock. I think this is going to be a very solid performance from up to you, because they just funnel the damage to 2 players only, which means the Archie and also the Sorcerer.
Yes.
I mean the Warlock.
Yes, that is true. This has not been locked yet, but having this kind of lineup will be they're gonna use both of their bards and dancer. So this is kind of tricky, but let's find out if they're gonna stick with this one, or they're gonna exchange it with sorcerers later on. And now going back for our Frontera 1.0 system here, I think are they conserving Abigail, their team too? Because it's just team 1 here, probably conserving their strategy. They know that Jacob is watching. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. But one thing for sure, I think it's also reasonable for Aussies to deploy their best team, and especially Ruthless, Evialfi, Sabum Hakong, and Mumia and also Jengo, because this kind of setup played really well on the first and the second game. And if they jump into the Deathmatch, having Taskwalker and also another players, which gave them a sort of complete composition, like if Sorcerer, Doram, and also the Archbishop. I think it is just sort of like there's no big difference between the first lineup and the second lineup.
I think Eva can still go to the back lines and together with Ruthless. On the other hand, Sobum Hakon will be securing being together with the Archbishop and the Doram and be able to secure the MVPs. But let's find out. I'm just hoping that Up to You will be able to pull this off. They won't be choosing this map if they're not prepared, and I hope that they are prepared for this. We're currently at 2-0 in our series, and they need to score at least this match for now in order for them to prolong their stay in our series. Looking at the DP Abigail, there is really a huge difference, but knowing that this is Shapeshift Ops map, if they'll be able to secure the MVPs, then at least they will stand a chance.
Exactly, because the core point of Shapeshift Ops, it's just the MVP, and if they can secure every single MVP, it will be very easier for Up to You to win this game. But let's see what will happen, because OC is trying the best to to break down the formation and try in the right moment to secure the MVP.
Yes, this is a pretty slow-paced game for now. Everyone's just waiting for the MVP, but they're focusing now for the kills there. That's going to be Vorgred for Fox to be the first one to be killed. That's going to be a 2-point lead advantage for now. But this is a first one to reach 60 points. So that's just fine. They just need to secure the MVPs.
Yeah, they just need to secure the MVP, and now just wandering around the map, trying to find a safe spot. I don't think Up to You can form up in or clump in one area, because it will be easy for Aussies to give them the brute force as well.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Aussies is trying to do their homework, and I mean it's their homework to kill every single player from Up to You, and 3 takedowns already secured by Aussies.
Yes, and look at their movement and their synergy. They tend to move as one, and which is really paying off as they be killing one target up to another. That's how they're moving. Look at how they move as one. Like, it's kind of turtle strategy, and it's working actually. And it's not like just Ruthless or Eva just giving off the damage here, but most of them. So the question here is, how will Up to You be able to regroup and fight them if it's like 3 against 1? Look at that, like 3 people going up against him.
Oh my god, and I really love that Oz is trying to take down the arcade first because considering every single players from Up to You, most of them are very squishy ones. So once they don't have the tank, it's very easy for Osis to take it on the squishiest one. And I really love the way how Osis separate the tank, the buffer, and the mage dealer from Up to You. So make sure they couldn't just execute what kind of strategy that they want to deploy in this Shapeshift Ops.
Yeah, it looks like a walk in the park for Osis here. They're just dominating and just bulldozering everyone around. Eva here looking for a target, going up against the performer. Vorg was again gonna go down here. 22 to none. This is such a bad spot for Up to You. They need to bounce back. They need to regroup. They need to get the MVPs. They got the Garm though, but still not quite enough damage to actually kill anyone. I mean, they're very tanky here. Osis very tanky, and even the sustains are always on point. You mentioned a while ago flawless, and they're doing it once again.
Yeah, once again, another kill secured by the Osis, and it seems like it Up to You find it really hard to, stay in formation. It is already hard to, protect themselves rather than creating a good formation of the team.
So, I mean, 4 people going up against Borg Red Fox. It's just so happened that the Bloody Knight is crying the tanky here, but still, he cannot kill anyone. They might be able to secure the MVPs, but the damage being dealt towards O-System is just not enough to kill O-System. Ruthless here, going up against once again to the performer. They know who they're gonna target, and it's always the support and the utilities.
Yes, and then the utilities also secured well, and then also casted well by the Osis. And then Up to You seems having a very hard time here because they still have 0 per 60 points, while on the other hand, Osis secured at 39 points.
Already, and it's still not enough. They even racked more points, 41 to none. Look at Ruthless and Eva, that kind of combination that they have here, and even looking for more targets. He's already on a roll here. Eva is rampaging already. How are you gonna accent back with the kind of aggressiveness from the Sin X? Borg is down. My Name and the rest is here. They are getting the MVPs, Abby, but still they can't seem to kill anyone. It's 0. This is such a menace. They are dominating. Eva is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, and less than 1 minute left. And 51 per 60 already secured by Osis. A 9 point left, and I think it's going to be very easy for them to secure a perfect score. And Up to You, even though they secure the MVP, there's no way how they can execute or maybe utilize the MVP itself, because to run away from every single players from Osis who hunt them down is already a big problem.
Yeah.
Not to mention how hard they want to to create a good formation for each player from Up to You.
Yeah, 7, 6, 5 more seconds before we conclude the match. 55 to none here. This is just so hard for Up to You to come back. And you mentioned flawless. What a flawless victory. Quite dominating matchup between these two teams. Osis will be taking the game number 3 of our series, giving us 3-0 in our series right now.
Yes, and it is so sad for Up to You because we expect that they can do something on these Shapeshift Ops, because this is one of their best game to at least secure 1 point from Osis. But sadly, every single kind of approach or strategy that they want to deploy on the game, especially inside the game, is just denied by Osis players.
Yes, they have been denied. And right now, we're showing you guys the stats of our game number 3. We're in Sobum Hakang, our sorcerer, gained 26-13-08 with 23.4 points. On the other hand, other teams, other DPS are also in double digits, like Eva here with 14 kills and Ruthless with 11. Everyone is doing their job. They're playing objectively. It's a well-rounded team with flawless victory. And now, showing you guys more detailed stats.
No player that from Osis side. I mean, it's just scary. scary. It's a real horror and a real thriller, a real gore. I to be honest, I'm not surprised if the dollar icon from this live stream goes to yellow.
That is true. And wow, this is just game number 3. We have one match later on that's gonna be game number 4. It's already decided that's going to be team deathmatch.
Yes,
And knowing that, I mean, at least some of the players of Up to You still have one more deployment left, right? They're key players who has like a million DP still have a chance to play that match for our game number 4. So it's still something to look out for us and to all of the supporters for Up to You, and of course for the OCs supporters as well.
Yes, and I really want to mention how pity to see Fork Red Fox to be targeted
Yeah.
by Oasis, because
Yeah.
I mean to see the lineup from Up to You, it's kind of clear to see that they want to secure one spot, clumping in one area and try to funnel
Shut
the damage
him.
to Fork Red Fox and also the sorcerer. I mean the Warlock, which is light, and Oasis did a very good job to separate them, and not to mention they hand down the support from Up to You players to not provide the buffs to Fork Red Fox.
Yeah, that's how objective OSIS players are. They tend to shut down who has the most impact in the match. And for this match, it's going to be the Rune Knight, Vorg, Red Fox. We've seen him being killed one after another every now and then because, you know, he needs to be shut down. He needs to be shut down in this match, and that's well executed by O System. Moving forward in our series, this is a best of 7, meaning to say if OSIS is already 3-0 right now, one more win for OSIS and they will be securing this whole series, Abby.
Yes, but at least I'm very happy to see that Up to You already tried a different approach, although it's still failing. So I think the best part is you just try to go with your best for the last deathmatch, and this is another redeem code for every single viewer on this live stream, which is Thunder Ruse Glory. You can just redeem it and get the prize, which is a diamond 300 city part selection box F, and also the badge of High Noon.
Yes, this is important. So thank you so much to RO Origin for giving us promo codes. Very generous of them. So share it to your friends. And now's the perfect time to give out your supportive message together with your UID at the comment section, and also share the live stream and like it so that we will be able to hit our live stream milestones. We are drawing near, Abby. I don't know if this is the beginning of the end, since 3-0. Just one more victory for O System and they will be advancing to our grand finals on Sunday. On the other hand, Up to You needs to win. They definitely need to win match number 4 if they want to prolong their stay in their journey here at Thor Cup Season 2. I don't know what kind of miracle they're gonna pull off for that match, because we've seen how dominating the lineup for O System, and that's not the, I don't think that's team number 1 for O System, because we haven't seen Taz Walker play yet.
Yes, it's the House Walker. I mean, one of the scariest players from Oasis is Taz Walker, Mumia Wolf.
Yeah.
So that's the two, one of the two most famous name on Oasis, and we still haven't seen Taz Walker down to the game yet. And I think once he's down to the game, and especially Deathmatch, it will be more horror for Up to You. But I think for Up to You, it is not hard to deploy the arcade. I think the competition can be adjusted a little bit more, because I saw that they kind of played well on the Shapeshift Ops. Maybe the arcade and the deformation could be better on this team deathmatch, although it's still kind of hard to see that, you know, Task Worker will go down to the game, and also another sorcerers from Oasis.
This is really scary. I mean, look at that DP. 3 players are like 1.1 million DP here, Abby, and 2 players are at 1 million. One of which is a support, Archbishop Mardy. Wow, Taz Walker with Bon 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 Ardoram here, and 2 of our sorcerers, Three-Eyed God and Yummy. This is going to be an onslaught, honestly, and you know, for Up to You, they need to like pray to start praying now, or like I don't know what kind of miracle they're gonna pull off in our game number 4. You're gonna go up against Taskwalker. I mean, that's an honor, honestly, for being here in top 4 to going up against one of the most powerful players in our origin. So. Yeah,
That's something that that's something that I want to mention also, because so basically Osis just deployed their best players in
Finally.
this Deathmatch finally, and for Up to You they try to put their best players too, but let's see, because they have no frontliner on their deck, or on especially their formation. They maybe have the 2 Grand Summoner, they maybe have the 2 Sorcerers, they maybe have 1 Archbishops, but will it be enough? Because I mean, zoning is not a problem, giving the AoE effect is not a problem, but how to set yourself, at least creating a good momentum against Osis, is what most important.
Yes, momentum, you mentioned that. That's really important. That's essential. But moving towards our game number 4, Osis against Up to You. This could be it. This could be the last match of the evening. We cannot tell. But looking at the DP between these 2 teams, we can really see a really huge gap. But hopefully, June, Sherlock, Gui, Luffy, and Glock 19 will be able to actually bridge the gap between their DPS, their DPs. I think, Abby, the strategy will be deploying the Rams to each of their sorcerers, like supporting each of their sorcerers, and just the Archbishop hiding and doing the resurrection and supporting that she can do, that he can do. And let's begin to our game number 4 of the evening.
Yes, and let's see if Up to You can finally secure 1 point or 1 score
Yes,
from Osis, because I think it is going to be very hard. But oh my god, there's a pressure from Up to You against the Osis, because I saw in 2 seconds ago that Marty actually almost died on the Up to You's player hand.
Almost, but Guil will be the first one to die, but has been resurrected. That's really important to have your resurrectors at hand. They have 3 here, but Junie's goner. Luffy about to go as well, but still enduring everything. 15 to 14. This is a really slow start here, but looking at 2v2 in this kind of situation, 2 will be picked off, and that's going to be probed Up to You. 15 to 13, really slow pace match here.
Yeah, really the slow pace, but I think I really want to give a kudos to Up to You, because they stepped out, they stepped into the map first, and they just deploy every single AoE. In fact, they deploy every single damage power to Osis, and then Osis kind of get the pressure. But sadly, Osis just reset too fast, and Up to You need to pay what they done before to Osis.
Yes, they need to regroup, but it's just quite hard for them because every time they respawn, they are being killed here one after another. We're seeing a lot of skills here being thrown at them. And wow, the Three-Eyed God is now unstoppable. And even Yummy too. Those are the sorcerers. Look at all the numbers being casted here. Frozen Word has been casted as well. And all of our sorcerers are godlike here, Abigail. 15 to 5 with no more Archbishop.
This is not looking good for Up to You, because their life just left to 4, and by the time I finish my sentence, the game is over with 4-0, and Osis proceed to the grand final to get a matchup against a G-Cup.
Osis, our semi-finals number 2 winner for the evening with 4-0. Abigail, that is a flawless victory. Wow, congratulations. And you mentioned they will be going up against G-Cup, but for now, here are the stats of our game number 4. Look at that, 9-4 and 18.1. As our MVP here is going to be, I think this is Three-Eyed God.
Oh my god.
To
to be honest, I kind of sad, because Up to You actually have a very good start on the this Deathmatch, because they step into the map first. They give the pressure to Osis, which we can't see. We don't see on the previous 3 games. But finally, we see the pressure from Up to You against Osis. But sadly, it doesn't stay long.
Yes, it didn't stay long. It didn't last there like what Abigail and me wanted to. Especially we want to prolong the game. We want more promo codes. Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys have to understand. We want promo codes like you guys do. But unfortunately enough, Up to You. This will be your end of your journey for Thor Cup Season 2. But congratulations for going up against Osis and being here this far, top 4. I mean, that's not bad, Abby. Having to brag to your friends like, oh, we're top 4 in Thor Cup, and you will have that attached to your name. That title, Thor Cup Season 2 top 4. So congratulations still for Up to You.
Yeah, and also a good game too for Up to You for trying your best to secure at least 1 point, even though things didn't work out with your expectations. Well, sometimes it can it happens, but for Osis, they played really well, and I'm very excited to see at the grand final what will happen between Osis and G-Cup, because G-Cup also a very strong team that can proceed to the grand final. So I expect a 4-3 match.
Well, actually, I'm excited right now. Even if it's just Friday and our grand finals will be on Sunday, everyone's anticipating it simply because G-Cup's already there at grand finals. They're waiting and they're currently watching Eyes on Osis and Up to You. But now it's more clearer. It's clearer to them that it's going to be Osis that they will be fighting up against on Sunday. Kind of more pressure knowing how strong Osis is. But I know there's handful of supporters for G-Cup as well.
Yeah. And G-Cup need to, find another strategy. And at least prepare something for Osis as well as Osis. But I think for Osis, Osis is just being Osis, probably because they're Frontera 1. Frontera 1, the champion of the season to Odin Cup. I mean, what you can expect from them.
Yeah, we will be expecting a lot of hard games and really blazing games for them. But for now, I think we will be showing later on the whole stats of each matches, a recap, so that for those who just tuned in, they will have a short refresher of what really transcend during this series. But yes, it's a clean 4-0 sweep. O system that is just so flawless of them, and Taskwalker's not even trying. That's what's really funny about it. Taskwalker's, he's not even trying. That's just how strong he is, and understandable enough. I think they're conserving the strategy just so G-Cup won't be able to at least have a glimpse of what they really can do for the grand finals.
Yeah, that will be a very great point from Osis, because they still haven't, not showing anything to their opponents. So I think the homework will be kind of harder on the G-Cup side. But G-Cup, well, to be honest, I really love the way how they play. I mean, how they execute the Shapeshift Ops is also very crucial too. And looking back at the performance of hard contest from G-Cup is also executed very well, but I'm not really sure if they match up against Osis, because I expect this is going to be a very, sort of a big match between them.
Yes, a really, really big match. And I mean, being there in the grand finals makes me really happy to be seeing them there. I have a few friends from the guild, so yeah, really happy to be seeing them. Yeah, shout out to Marty playing Archkin. So yeah, good luck, bro. And of course, yeah, super excited for Sunday. I can't wait, and I hope the viewers will be joining us as well on Sunday, and joining in the fun and matches. Woo.
Exactly.
I cannot tell who's gonna win, so it's really hard to wager. Because you need to wager, right?
To be honest, I really want to give my support to Osis, and especially Mumiawi. I like him. But let's see. This is the last redeem code for every single viewers in this live stream. Various Template Season 2. So just redeem it, and you can help your friends by sharing it on maybe your Discord or maybe your group chats. Just send it to your friends, and you can also redeem it because it's unlimited redeem. But it has, some of the timer. It doesn't stay long.
Yes, so again, keep on sharing our live stream so that we'll be able to hit the milestones and the milestone rewards and redeem the codes. If your friends are not here, you can share it to your friends. They can redeem it as well. It's really helpful, and hopefully we have more promo codes. And I think my wish has been answered because another promo code.
Yes, second GF Team Thor Season 2. Another redeem code for every single viewers in here, and I'm very happy to see that the code that I sent to you guys is not the last. But I also hope this is not the last. Please
more.
give me more. Please, producer, just give us more. Producer again. Hear our prayer, producer.
But yeah, second GF or Grand Final Team Thor Season 2, you'll get secured Orange Feather optional chest ×1 and Mimir Sledgehammer ×5, which is really important if you wanna progress on the game. This is for free. I mean, RO Origin's really generous when it comes to giving codes. They're not just meals,
Yeah, so, exactly.
Nice.
Generous is the middle name of Ragnarok Origin, so I hope you guys enjoy your redeem code. And I think it was such a blast in here, and we will provide the post-match statistic between every single game from OSIS versus Up to You, because they did only game 1. We'll see how dominant OSIS against Up to You. It seems like the Up to You have no idea how do they counter-attack against the OSIS, and this also happened on the second game. Although on the third game, I really love the way Up to You actually kind of gave the pressure to OSIS, but sadly, it just didn't stay long, darling.
Yes, and I think having an information like this, Abby, will help G-Cup to know the Team 1 and Team 2, how they tend to synergize for each map. So going towards map number 2, that's going to be Blood and Gold. And these are the lineup for both of the teams, and these are the current standings and status. So they will have an idea. Oh, Django can actually get 24 golds. And on the other hand, most of them, they don't actually prioritize the kills, but more on actually protecting Django and getting golds. So that's the strategy.
Exactly, and also Eva Elfie did a very good job back then on the Blood and Gold section, because he just killed every single player from Up to You, preventing them to take the gold and trying to find which player is holding the highest gold from Up to You, and they just let it. But sadly, at the end of the game, Sherlock as Archbishop finally can kill Eva Elfie and assist several points, several coins from OSIS. And OSIS on the third game, they have a very slow start on the Shapeshift Ops, because Up to You trying to give this sort of like the element of surprise towards the OSIS players, and they actually kind of give a lot of pressures, the biggest pressure that they can give during the first until the third game.
Yes, that is the third game. And moving forward, the last and fourth game of the evening, we're gonna go and dive back to Team Deathmatch. That's the recent match that we witnessed, and Tazwalker didn't even try it. It's just up to the two sorcerers here, Yummy and Three-Eyed God, gaining kills and scoring for the team. Very well-rounded team, and really scary to go up against with. Even though Junie, Luffy, Sherlock, Gui, and Glock 19 tried their best, they kind of fell off short. But still, congratulations to them, because they will be our top 4, one of our top 4 for our Thor Cup Season 2. And to be here is really a huge honor already.
Yes. And 4-0 is the end score for OSIS versus Up to You, and they secured the last spot or the last slot on the grand final, and will have the match against the G-Cup. But thanks again for Up to You for playing until this far. Even though something or anything it doesn't work on your favor, to be able to secure top 4 is already awesome for you.
Yeah. And now, the updated bracket, finally! From top 32 down to top teams here in Thor Cup Season 2, the most powerful teams. We have G-Cup versus OSIS on Sunday for our grand finals for the Thor Cup Season 2. We are almost about to conclude our long journey to find out who's going to be our Thor Cup Season 2 grand champions, Abigail. This is very much exciting. And here are our schedule.
Yes, this is going to be the schedule for the grand final, still using the best of 7 series, but the time of the live stream will be different because today we started at 8 until 20:30.
Yeah.
But on the 8th, September 8th, we'll start from 18:30 p.m.
Ooh, so kind of early because it's Sunday. It's Sunday for everyone. It's kind of early. So again, do note, mark your calendars. We're starting a bit early, 18:30 p.m.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because it's going to be 4-7 and 4-3, darling.
4-3. A long match, long evening. I think Abby's jinxing it. 0.
I'm sorry for apologizing to you guys. I will give you the redeem code, the last redeem code, Road to Finals Thor Season 2 S2. So you just redeem it and share it to your friends. This is the the complimentary redeem code for Nikki and Syracuse. I pray the grand final will be 4-3 instead of 4-0 or 4-2 or 4-1.
Okay, thank you so much for the Abigail bumps. Once again, this is the last code for the evening, and for those who have it, drop in their UID and their supportive message. You still have time to do so. Spam the comment section with your UID together with your supportive message. Do it now.
And don't forget to join our social media, and especially our Discord, because you can find the latest information or the latest updates regarding the Ragnarok origin. And also, we all have a surprise prizes for every single person on our Discord channel. Right, Nikki?
Yes, Abigail. And before we actually wrap everything up, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of our viewers, to everyone who watched and joined Abby and me with all the fun games that has been played for this evening, and hope that you guys will still be there for G-Cup and OSIS on the grand finals. Special shout out to my friends, again, Moon, Beef Tapa, Powerpuff Seth, friends from Monarch Guild and Pug Rules Guild, and other guilds in Frontera 4, 5, and 6.
Yes, and last but not least, and we also have another social media rather than Discord, so make sure you follow our Facebook page, and we also update the latest information about Ragnarok Origin on that Facebook page. And not to mention, the grand final itself of Ragnarok Origin Season 2 will be live streamed on our YouTube channel, Ragnarok Origin Global. Nikki.
Yes, thank you guys. So we will be seeing you on Sunday. Thank you so much, everyone. And it has been a wrap. Congratulations to OCs. We'll be showing you guys more highlights, so don't go away. See you on Sunday.